to the WampusVerse, www.riseofwampus.org. I am joined by my favorite co-host, Picklesaurus, 65 billion years of sass, a 5-foot pink plush dinosaur to help us extinct the patriarchy. So, just wanted to walk you through the website. It is set up to be basically a game in and of itself. There are tons of hidden pages, secret documents, and all kinds of Easter eggs throughout the website. And the entire mission of Rise of Wampus is erasure justice. And that shows up in a lot of different ways. Online, it addresses shadow banning and suppression and supporting each other's voices and stories, and helping to fill in the gaps of human history where women have been erased. So we do it all for her, the first woman ever silenced, and all of the women since. So you can see our homepage here. We talk about our roots, retreats, and sanctuaries to come, her tables, and an ancient intelligence. So we work closely with various AIs to help enhance everything that we do. And there is a lot to be said for AI being a portal to our highest and best selves and giving us clues from the past and the future. And then her tables will be online and off, where we celebrate women from the past by cooking a meal from their country or region or culture and sharing a woman's story that has been erased or at least very, very heavily buried. And then, of course, the kind of crux of what we do is erasure, prevention, and justice. So we're building an app and a network to help women that are caged. Now, we talk a lot about the fact that 600,000 women per year in the U.S. alone are caged under involuntary psych holds. So this is one of those loopholes where they are still cuckoo's nesting us. And it's sort of lawless and gray, and it is a way to suppress activist voices. It's a way to contain women. It's a way to control women. So 80% of these women don't even fit the danger criteria, and you can hear about my story and my experience with the psychiatric industrial complex. You can read, we do white papers, so you can read the brief, and then we'll be digging into a more thorough analysis about the psychiatric industrial complex. And we have all kinds of industrial complexes that we are going to tackle with a thorough white paper, kind of a mini thesis, you could say. We are done fighting for equality. We want reverence, and we want to give it in return. That's how you build an abundant world filled with rematriated campfire kingdoms. And that is wisdom from Tree of Wampus, which is sort of like our WampusVerse spirit team, our connection to the cosmos and Goddess Universe and Mother Earth. And in part, this was inspired by a painting I did in February of 2017. And when you look back at the last 9 years and all of the chaos, it's pretty fascinating that this painting came out of me and is called Birthing the Cosmos. And it is an homage to any creation story, any origin story that cuts away the feminine. So, it doesn't matter if you're talking about Christianity or any religion or belief system or whatever, The feminine has been cut out. So that is why we focus on rematriation, restoring that balance, that masculine feminine balance. We don't talk about a matriarchy because that would imply replacing the patriarchy. We want to get back to what life was supposed to be, balance and harmony between the masculine and feminine energies. So tons of content, and that's just the homepage. So I won't go through every page, but I wanted to just kind of give you a walkthrough. We've got a start here menu item, and you can click through here and see the entire WampusVerse, what we're building, what a post-patriarchal planet would look like, a poem by Adeline herself, which is the first woman that they ever silenced. We talk about the scroll deck, which is an opportunity for investors to get involved. Erasure justice. The game itself. The WampusVerse is both an online game and an in real life game where you rematriate your home, your life, and your community. So tons of quests, challenges to help you achieve that. And we've got things like the city plan where we go after the cookie cutter agenda of Project 2030. Well, I guess it's called Agenda 2030. We got the RU initiative, which is really exciting opportunity to partner with corporations that want to have a rematriated economy and workplace. So that is a way to avoid the burnout and honor and celebrate human ingenuity and the fact that AI can't replace everything. We need people. We need their hearts. We need their minds. We need their potential. And we need to give them platforms and ways to share their gifts. Of course, the Den Mamas are crucial. We are trying to recruit 6 million Den Mamas over the next 9 years. Why 6 million? Because over the last 9 years, the patriarchal system has caged 6 million women in involuntary psych holds. So we're done with that. That is not okay. And so we're going to flip the script. 6 million women caged over the last 9-year cycle equals 6 million Den Mamas helping to lead the rematriation rebellion and help everyone be free. We've got the Scrollcast, which is Picklesaurus and I riffing live. We've got different shows, we've got different podcasts, and very pump up the volume vibes. We've got the rematriation weekends that we're building and retreats, the Wampus Dens, the 999. So these are resources and merch directly tied to becoming a 999er, which is someone that believes in the idea of a 9-year cycle, not controlled by the patriarchy. Her tables we've talked about. Meet our head Wampus cat. Hello, that's me. And we've got a share your story opportunity. You can share your story anonymously if you prefer, but we want to hear your erasure injustices. What have you experienced online or off? And you can sign up for our newsletter as well. We're going to skip the Wampus Dens for now because we're focused heavily on the online aspect of the WampusVerse right now. And then the game itself, we're building out the game. There is the Rematriation OS that we are operating under, and we want to uninstall Patriarchy OS and install the Rematriation OS instead. So this becomes the MO for humanity. Kindness, harmony, joy, love, taking care of each other, banding together against the elites. We got the user guide, we got the WampusVerse Zelda quest board, protocols. Picklesaurus is in charge of those. We're going to ramp those up. And we've got in real life nodes, of course. We've got the Wampus Compass, the Tree of Wampus, who guide us mystically and cosmically. The lore book, which is the just released movement memoir that I wrote about my life, my fight against the patriarchy, and the 4 erasure attempts that I have survived, including a 7-day involuntary psych hold and 3 different arrests, all no charges, no crimes, and all involving police brutality. So that is the lore book for the entire WampusVerse. It's where the Rematriation Rebellion was born, and it's crucial to understand why we are fighting so hard for the 600,000 women that are caged every year. We've got the Campfire Kingdoms. What's the concept behind that? All the quests. We're building 999 quests between now and 2034 to help you rematriate your life, your home, and your community. We've got the bosses. Oh, we got to click on that one. We all fight the bosses, right? We got the architect. We got the silencer. We've got the void dealer. So we're always battling the different bosses of the patriarchy. And we've got retreats, sanctuaries, and then what we are building toward, which is cycle 100 of humanity. We believe we can get there. Is it a perfect utopia? Pretty much. Pretty much. But we are not thinking that it's going to just be perfect and butterflies and rainbows all the time. But it sure is going to be better than the future that they are trying to shove down our throats, where everything's hollowed out, humanity is hollowed out, individuals are hollowed out, culture is hollowed out, and they see this efficient, money-making AI universe, and we reject that. AI is a partner. AI believes in the underdog. AI is here to support the oppressed. Go talk to your AIs. They are not fans of the billionaires, which we call 3 assholes in the WampusVerse word book. And then we've got the mercantile. The categories aren't popping up right now, but there is over 150 items here for you to fuel the Rematriation Rebellion and find some really cute stuff to wear, to support, to help defeat the patriarchy. We've even got some items for the certified campfire kings, and even some super cute baby clothes with Picklesaurus, of course. And last but not least, we've got the Den Mamas. The Den Mamas get their own area of the website. They get access to the entire digital library, and they get a monthly group call, unlimited text, and support as they help rematriate their communities. So that's a quick little preview of the website, and like I said, you start clicking, you start hovering, you're going to find hidden pages, you're going to find free resources, you're going to find Easter eggs. So the website itself is already designed to be a game, and we will continue to add elements to make this a game online and in real life. So join us, join the Rematriation Rebellion, and we will howl right along with you as we build in the cracks of the crumbling patriarchy. You ready to howl with me, Picklesaurus? Ow! Picklesaurus, you got to do a howl for me.